Alrighty. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you are so very welcome indeed. Darlings, we have a meet and greet on the 28th of July. Baby, it's going to be absolutely fabulous. It is the biggest meet and greet that I have ever had, and the preparation for this is just so personal to me, baby, because I am launching my brand exclusively and for the very first time with Fumi Nation guests at the Novotel Hotel here in London. Darlings, when I tell you, if you miss this, you're going to miss the greatest meet and greet that I have ever had. You're gonna love it. Food, drinks, music, goodie bags, prizes, pictures with you, and we're gonna have Q&A. We've got sponsors, we also have vendors. My God, it's going to be a phenomenal day, and I am so excited. What am I wearing, my darlings? I am wearing a set by Tory Burch. Live and love this. And when it came out, it was just way too expensive. Can you see the animals and the tigers on it? And I was just looking through eBay and I saw it. You know about it when I tell you love eBay. Some of you are asking, Fumi, are you on Ozempic? You have every right. You have every right to ask, because when I tell you I have been determined to lose this weight, for the simple reason that, well, a couple of reasons. I had a very bad knee, the right one, when I gained weight. And when I tell you I gained weight, I am a tall girl. Some of you might not know that. You're always surprised when you see me in person. But I'm tall. I'm 5'9" and I'm about 6 foot when I wear my heels. But I really gained a lot of weight and my knee was burning. Even walking, it was the most shocking thing I had ever experienced, to be very sincere. And so it was personal with me to get healthy, because I have a son, young son. I had been told for years, for me, the weights, and I have mastered it for my body. I will do some more episodes for you and show you. The first 2 weeks when I started a healthy journey, I started with my food. And I've now really noticed it's all proportions. Eat your salads, mind your business, eat your fruits, eat your vegetables, eat your lean meats, your fish, your chicken, eat those. You're fuller longer, but it's a mindset. Once your mind is there, that's half the journey. For those of you who have been with me for over 10 years, you know I have lost weight not once, not twice, but we have new Fumi Nation members every day, so I can understand. And I wanted to address it because, hand on my heart, if I was using Ozempic, I would tell you. Why would I not tell you? I don't want to give you any false narrative. It's not right. It's not fair. And so with that, I was really determined. The first 2 weeks, I won't lie, I felt as if I was coming off of drugs, because I love sweets. I love sugar. I love candy. I love all of those things. I have now realized, Fumi, you can eat them, but you just cannot eat it every day. And when I tell you the weights are something else. And I realized, wow. You might think, oh, Fumi, you've lost a lot of weight. I've just lost a lot of fat. With the weights, you don't necessarily lose the weight as much as you become leaner. You can even be the same weight with somebody who has more fat deposits than muscle, because that's what it is. It's muscle and it's fat. So you turn your fat into muscle, and your muscle is heavier than fat. And that's what it is. And I am loving and living my best life. And I'm wearing my clothes again. So when you say, oh, Fumi, you've lost weight, I've just come back to what I used to be. I felt I had to address it. I am in my 50s now. I can't believe I'm going to be 60 in 4 years. Yeah, baby. Yeah. I love it. So yes, so that's it. I'm not on Ozempic. Having said that, if you are using Ozempic because you've got type 2 diabetes and so on and so forth, please go ahead. And of course, it's been given to you by your doctor. It's prescribed. Please, by all means. This, I just believe that everything is a journey to get healthier. I want to stay healthy. I want to live long. Both of my parents are still here. in their 80s. They don't have a walking stick. They walk around. They've got their own teeth, their own hair. I want that for me. All right, my darlings, for all of us, for all of us. Alrighty, so the other day, I did an episode. We were talking about darker skin, and you let me know Dr. Umar had talked about how there were a lot of rappers in the game who didn't appreciate dark complexions. I'm dark. I also have had that experience, and it's a global thing as far as I'm concerned. In Africa, in Nigeria, in America, everywhere across the board. To the point that after that episode, I had some girls who said, I'm light-skinned and I know how I was treated as opposed to how my dark-skinned sister, same mom, same dad, was treated. I would be chosen and she wouldn't, just because I was lighter skinned. So I felt it was a healthy discussion. I lived and I loved it very, very much. And you guys really just poured in. And again, like I said, I got other girls who said, Fumi, thank you so much, because I have felt that way, and it has seeped in to other aspects of my life where I felt that I wasn't deserving or I had to work twice as hard. Needless to say, I got a comment from Intuitive Goddesses 333, and this is what she had to say about me. Dark skin or light skin, Fumi, many people will agree you are ugly. And without all that makeup or wig, girl, you be a woman, people would say, this woman is ugly. I read it twice and I said, bless her heart. I also pinned it. And Fumi Nation of Fumi Live and Love came there with over, I think, 180 comments. They just took her to town. That was not my intent. I just wanted to put it there so that everybody could read it, and it was justifying also how people can be cruel with their words. Do you know, this morning I checked it because I was going to screenshot it for you guys so that you could just see all of the comments and everything. Our beautiful, wonderful, intuitive goddess 333 removed her comment, because once you remove the comment, then all the other comments afterwards come off. I double checked it and it was evident that she had removed it. I also got a lot of comments saying, Fumi, ignore them, you're beautiful, please ignore her. And I put a comment because I posted it. I took a screenshot of it also and I put it in my post. And I had laugh emojis and a kiss to her. And I said, honestly, I'm just trying to eat my salads and mind my business. And I started laughing because it has no bearing on me. Believe you me, I am 56 years old. And I laughed because it's not a reflection of me in any way, shape or form. It's a reflection of her. And for another reason, of which I was so proud of this Fumi Nation sister. Perfect 10 Studio. Please come up with something else with a boring emoji. This has rolled off Auntie Fumi's back. She does not need you to validate who she is. In caps. Go right ahead, mama, I live for you. Honestly, comments like this makes you feel sorry for young girls who receive these type of vile remarks. Girls who are still trying to figure things out, figure out themselves, and lack full self-confidence. Shame on the commentator. If you have nothing good to say, just scroll away. And she hit the nail on the head. That's the reason why I pinned it. That's the reason why I posted it. That's the reason why I'm talking about it. Because you don't know how tedious my day is. I get over 100 emails a day. Over 100. I have 2 assistants and still it's not enough. And do you know that I have girls that talk about things like this? That say I'm not getting married because I'm dark, because I'm ugly. It was the very reason that I put that little girl in there in the first episode, and I will link it below. And she burst out crying when her hairdresser, because it wasn't her mother, it was her hairdresser, who said, "What?" She stopped right there and said, "What? You are not ugly." And this little baby girl burst out crying because she had been carrying that for God knows how long, and I don't know who told her that. And she began to cry because somebody had told her she was beautiful. I want to tell you a story. I haven't done story time in a while. So listen to the story. About a month ago, I met up with a Fumi Nation sister. I have consultation, which we can do, of course, online via Calendly. But for some of you that are in London, I also have paid consultations. So I meet up with you. We have a wonderful time. And that was the case for this beautiful young woman. She had to be 38 or so, 6 foot. Chocolatey. Gorgeous. She flew from America to see me. And I was so thrown aback because when I saw her, she just reminded me of Whitney Houston. Beautiful girl. When I tell you this girl was beautiful, I mean, I don't mind, I don't mind. I could do one or two things. But this girl was drop dead gorgeous. She came after me, so you could see how the room was like, and who is she here to meet? And they were looking at me to say maybe the two are together. So when I got up to say hello, they were like, they're together. Gorgeous. And it was lovely to be in her presence. She told me what she did and really good career. And then she said that she felt very unattractive. I sat back and I said, Fumi, you know what? Let her speak. And it's funny because there are some times when you feel that you can interject, and there are some times when you know that you should keep quiet because the other person just might shut down. That was this case. And I was horrified at what she had to say. She felt that she was terribly ugly. And she felt that was why she hadn't been promoted in her field, of which she's very successful. She felt that was why her husband cheated on her. And all of the women that he cheated on her with were light-skinned. And because of that, she didn't say anything. And she would call him before she came home. She would never look at anything that was not hers in the house. And that she prayed Almighty because she was in her early months of pregnancy, that she didn't have a girl, and that if she had a girl, that the girl, pray God Almighty, would not be dark like her. This is what she told me, with tears streaming down her face, to the point that the Metro D said whether she was okay, we were okay, and that they had private rooms, that did we care to have our lunch there? If you saw the private room, it was fabulous. I said, yes, we'll take it. So it turned out to be one of the most extravagant consultations I ever had. And when I tell you that she had been told she was black and ugly her whole life, from her mother, from her sisters, and she had a very broken down relationship with family members. She was the only one that was dark-skinned. Her mother was light, her father was dark, but her other 5 sisters, 6 girls, she was the only one that was dark.
Sometimes your mama's not mad at you. She's mad at the version of herself she had to bury to survive. She sees you free. She sees you healing. She sees you unlearning. doing the things that she didn't have the words, the tools, or the time for. And somewhere deep inside, it triggers the grief that she never dealt with. And that grief shows up as control, shade, silence, or comments that are dressed up as advice. Sometimes your mama is jealous, not in a petty way or an evil way, but in a wounded way. Jealous that you get to be what she wasn't allowed to be. That you love yourself in a way that she was punished for even trying. That you're breaking cycles that she was forced to live in. You're not too much. You're not disrespectful. She sees you living. She sees you saying no, taking up space and healing out loud. And deep down inside of her, she wonders why she couldn't be that free. And I know it hurts when the person you want to love you the most can't do it without conditions. But remember, you ain't doing wrong by choosing yourself. And that's not your pain that you have to carry. And sometimes she is jealous, and that doesn't make her a bad person. It just means she's unhealed. So if you ever felt confused, like your light made her dimmer, baby, it's not your job to shrink. You never have to make yourself smaller for anyone, especially her, and to earn her love. It's not your weight to carry. You're not the villain in her story. You're the evidence that healing is possible. And whether she claps for you or not, you're still going to bloom anyway. You're not the problem, you're the pattern breaker. And that will always feel uncomfortable to people who benefited from the old pattern. So keep rising, boo.
That is why I do episodes like this. And she said that she was at home one day when she stumbled across my channel. And it's because I was dark-skinned. She was surprised at how many numbers we had on this channel. And she was surprised at how confident I was and how I laughed and how stylish and all of these things. She was surprised that to be this dark, why was I this confident? It broke me in 1,000 pieces, and I think I started crying because I was so sorry that I had not been in her life earlier to tell her that, baby, your complexion, your skin, your tone is your shield. But I understood it because she grew up believing this, and there was nobody to tell her any different. She booked a flight, she took time off, checked into a hotel, and she was circulating the hotel of which we were having lunch, making sure that she knew where she was to be so that she was not late for this appointment, because she had to see me, because she had to talk to me, because she had to believe that this could be her. I said, but you are her. Did you not see the women and the men that looked at you walking in here? I do it for the young girls that don't have anybody. That's the beauty of social media, because before social media, I remember so very well, you just kept things in your head and it was not true. It wasn't true. And if you don't have the support, the love that can see you smash ceilings, you will believe it. You will believe. It's so easy to believe the bad stuff as opposed to the good. And that's why I've come back. Because this person is of no importance. She's of no, he's of no, she's of no importance to me. What you think of me is none of my business. What's important to me is how I feel about me. It's how I project in my family, with my husband, with my son. How I navigate myself through life. It starts with me. Thing is, I'm healed on the inside. There's nothing you can say to me on the outside. Absolutely not. And in so doing, I think, really upon reflection, that was why I had to have my natural hair back. Because I'm the most beautiful like this. I don't bleach my skin. Unknowingly, as I'm getting older, I'm getting lighter. My hands have always been darker than the rest of my body. My elbows, my knees, my feet. So I will try to even tone them. But other than that, baby girl, when I tell you, thank you, Father, for really taking your time to create me. Thank you. Thank you for finally letting me see the beauty in me. But I have a responsibility to all of my daughters. You're beautiful, little girl. You are gorgeous. You are beautiful. You are so beautiful. It shakes people up because in their heads they have been told and trained that you are not allowed to acquire this beauty with this darkness. Guess what? The joke is on them. You're gorgeous in every way, shape and form. Let me reiterate. When they tell you you're not beautiful, baby, you have to laugh. Don't waste your time on me. Don't waste your time on me. Please don't. She's giving me views. She's giving me more views. Don't waste your time on me. Okay? You and I are not on the same level. How about that? Like Naomi said.
Wait a minute. Don't compare. Don't compare yourself to me.
You and I will never be on the same level. You will never be me. How about that? You will never be me. You are mediocre. With that mindset, you are mediocre. You are so mediocre. You are not on my level, really, to talk to me. Don't waste your time. And don't waste my time responding to a buffoon like you. You have to say it, baby girl. Please do. And anybody that does, tell them Auntie Fumi said. Redirect them to my channel. Okay? I gotta go, my darlings. I live and I love you so very much. Mwah.